We're with Warren Tyler. We're in the seminar area of surfaces. And Warren, how are you?
I'm terrific. Thank you very much for asking.
Now, your seminar is Unleashing Your Potential, or something to that extent?
Unleashing Your Potential, yes.
I got you. Now, you've been doing seminars here, if I'm not mistaken, for quite some time.
Too long, yes.
I won't ask you how long, because I was there probably for the first one.
Probably.
Talk about this as a venue. Now, I know you give seminars all over the country all the time. Talk about this venue as an opportunity to give seminars.
Well, I mean, Handling Woods just does a great job, and I don't think it would really make any difference where we were. You know, this is only the second one that they've had here, so I've always been very pleased with the way they've run the seminars. So it's a pleasure to work for them.
I guess what I was getting at is, it seems like a lot of people that go to seminars during the year are maybe it's punishment, or maybe they're sent there for reasons other than to get inspired. And it seems like here the people that end up in a seminar probably are there because they want to be.
Well, you know, it's the same old story. The people that really need it never come to these things. Yeah. And the people who are the leaders in the industry that really know what they're doing, they have an insatiable need to know something more. The people that aren't so successful believe they know everything. I don't know why God made it that way, but that's exactly what the situation is.
Been that way, probably always will be.
Yes, it will, as much as we fight it.
What are the things you're hearing? What kind of questions do they ask you during these seminars?
Well, you know, I try to keep my seminars open. I don't stand up there and lecture. So I say, you know, if something doesn't sound right, challenge me on it. This is what makes it interesting. So, I mean, for me to pick out one thing, it's pretty hard because 95% of them do it wrong. So,
really?
so it always makes for interesting questions.
But you do feel people are here because they want to be here and they really want to do better. And I suspect just by virtue of being around at this point in time means they must be on top of the game, at least somewhat.
Well, yes. I mean, these are the owners of the stores, and they come out, and if they come down to these educational seminars, they really want to learn. You know, it's not like when I go to stores or I am out on the road and the salespeople are brought kicking and screaming, and so it's a little different. I try to change that attitude right away, that they're glad they came. Yeah. So we try to make it as entertaining as possible.
Yeah. I guess that is something. You're going to education because you're being punished. That's always a great incentive, and great to have people like that in your audience, I guess.
Well, if you've ever gone to sales meetings, you know most of them aren't worth anything, and you understand why salespeople don't want to go there. I like to go, and when salespeople will come up and tell me, you know, Warren, I never heard this before. You know, why didn't anybody ever tell me this? This really makes it interesting. And, you know, I have a DVD program out, and a lot of the owners that bought it said, the salespeople can hardly wait for the next session. I said, where do you ever hear that before? Well, because we make it interesting, we make it exciting.
You know, that's the other thing, too. I've sat through seminars, and sometimes I thought, boy, that's a great idea. I'd like to really do that. And then, of course, I get on the plane and go home, and I forget all about it. And I'm sure 99 people out of 100 are the same way. I guess the DVD is a good way to keep it going.
It's a 13-week in-store DVD program, and it's just to have overwhelming success. 100% of some of the retail groups have it. It's in their stores. Probably 40% of the CCA global stores have it. So it's sold thousands of copies. And the salespeople like it. That's the main thing. So,
are more people tuned into education now than were, say, before the recession hit?
No. No, I don't think so at all. I think it's the same. The people that want to be educated, that have that insatiable need for knowledge, are the same people that had it before. Hasn't changed at all.
I thought you were going to say, yeah, Dave, it's been a dramatic change.
The hardest thing in the world is to get people to get out and get educated. So, you know, with the thousands and thousands of people that come to one of these markets, what percentage actually are in these classrooms? I mean, it's pretty low. So,
well, it would seem to me there are fewer players out there. The ones that are left, I guess, are sharper than the ones you know that are not here anymore. It would seem like just to stay competitive, you'd have to increase your knowledge base, yeah, it would seem to me.
It's culling. It's like what took place during the Carter years. And now Barack is culling it for us again. So, yeah, the strong ones are going to be left.
I've often wanted to have a political program, but maybe this isn't the time to start that. But it's very tempting.
Well, I can tell the political climate from inside a floor covering store. You know, during the Clinton, Reagan years, people bought color. They were happy. During Carter, now they buy what? ugly beige. So you can tell exactly what's going on in the society by the colors people are buying. Yeah.
That is a is an early predictor of the economy, I guess, isn't it? Just by what colors people are buying.
I would say so in my experience, 52 years, and noticing it. Yes.
What are your expectations for now? Again, I have to say the show is starting tomorrow, so we're here the day before the show. What are your expectations?
Well, I hope they get all-time record attendance, but I have no idea. Expectations are hard, and I'm on some of these professional sites on the internet, and I get people to say, I haven't been to Surfaces for 14 years, and I'm wondering, why? Anything you could possibly get out of the industry is going to be here. You can't even be in the industry unless you attend Surfaces.
Well, I'm wondering, I've been to the Mohawk Aligned Dealers Convention, and they've had a show, and there's been Carpet One and Flooring America and all the groups, and then there's been these freestanding traveling shows that Shaw, Mohawk, and Beaulieu have. There's an awful lot of competition anymore, I guess. People can come to other events and not come to Surfaces, I guess.
Yeah, but this is the only place you can see everything. The only place that you can see everything. This is where you get your advertising money. This is where you make your deals. This is where you can talk to the presidents and the CEOs of all of these companies. And let me tell you something. Your rep, you can ask your rep for something. He can go to his boss, and it's easy for his boss to say no. But when you're talking right to that CEO, it's hard for him. He's not going to say no to you. So there's just so many.
I guess the other thing, too, is here, there's a lot of products and companies you will never see if you stay home. They're not going to come knocking on your door.
That's right. And the other thing, especially now, the big two are in every single store in the nation. Why would you want to carry the same things that everybody else has? Yet there's hundreds of other suppliers that are just as good, just not as big. So, if I was a dealer right now, I'd be carrying everything except the big two.
Well, you heard it here on Talk Floor. Warren, it's always great to talking with you.
Always nice to see you.
And always like to follow up with you. Good luck with the seminar.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We've been talking to Warren Tyler. We're at the seminar area of Surfaces 2013, and this is Talk Floor TV.